Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am home from work, relaxed, getting ready to start a weekend. When I'm videotaping this, I'm not sure when you'll see it, probably during the week. But I thought I wanted to come on and talk. It's Friday, so I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on. I've been kind of doing this totally May thing on my own. Thought I'd tell you a little updates on what's going on. So this is week 3 that I finished on my totally May. So what I basically did was I decided that for the month of May, that I'm going to go total carbs, and I'm going to count total carbs. I'm going to do 36 total carbs. So I thought that would be kind of interesting to see the kind of the results from it. I also wanted to talk about some of the reasons why you have stalls and maybe some ways of overcoming them, or things to look at to see whether that's causing the stalls, if you're having a stall or you're plateaued, to think about and look at a little bit. So for the total month of May, the first week I went down 1.2 pounds, which was good. I weighed myself before at the very first. I actually had gone up a little bit from last month. I had gone up to 195, so I had gone up 5 pounds. So that was one of the reasons that kind of prompted me to kind of say I wanted to go to this totally May thing. So the first weigh-in in May, I was down 1.2 pounds. The second weigh-in, I was only down 2 pounds, but that was okay because I know I had done some things on the weekend that probably caused some of that. And then this past week, I was down another pound as well. So not doing too bad for this month. I did have a doctor's appointment this month, so I did go to the doctor's appointment on the 17th. He told me that everything was good. He was very happy that I had lost all the weight that I have lost. He asked me if it would be possible for me to get down to 180 pounds, so I have to lose about another 15 pounds to get there. Actually, it's probably closer to 12 pounds to get there. So I'm going to try to do that, and that's going to be this month. I've already dropped about, like I say, 2 pounds of it. We'll get down and drop another 10 pounds or so. Maybe I'll get a little lower than what he wanted, because he said my BMI was still in the overweight category, but I was no longer in the obese category. So he would like me to get down to that normal category, and that would be great. So that's what I'm going to work on. I was real happy with the weight that I've been at. I've been maintaining that weight that I've at for a couple of years now, and now he's kind of pushing me to take the next step and go down a couple more, seeing how I've lost the weight and I've kind of got down there. So I'm going to give it a whirl and do my best. Right. So far so good. I think I have, this is working out well. I may extend it into June and do some kind of a total June, or try to think of some nifty name. If you can think of a name, comment down below. Hey, if you like this content and you like what's coming at you, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Most of all, just like I said, hit that thumbs, and I'd really appreciate it. The thumbs is what tells the algorithm that people were liking the video. Also, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to have more interaction. I put a contact for if you'd like some more information, or if you have a question that you want to ask or something else. Please let me know. Again, I like helping people. I'm doing this because I'm hoping that it's helping you. It's helping me as well. So it's kind of a win-win. I'm hoping it's a win-win. I know it's a win for me. So it's helping, keeping me motivated, keeping me going. So I'm hoping you're getting something out of it and enjoying it as well. And the best way you can do that is by liking the video and commenting on the videos as well. So I think I'm going to continue to do it probably for into the month of June. I will tell you that doing total carbs versus net carbs has kind of taken me back to a lot of the beginning of when I started doing keto. So it has me eating a lot of the whole foods and natural foods, and not cutting and cutting out a lot of the keto sweets, so to say. Things like I have to look at like the Carb Zero tortilla wraps if you look at them, if you're eating net carbs, they're not too bad for you because they hit your macros. Not the cleanest ingredients, but they're not terrible, so you can eat them. But if you're doing total carbs, it's like 19 or 20 total carbs for one wrap. That's more than half of your day's carbs just for one wrap. So think of it, that's a lot. So if you're eating the keto breads, if you look at total carbs on them and think about it, you say, oh, well, I'm only doing 36 of them. Do I want this piece of bread that's going to cause me to have 22 carbs for this one piece of bread? Well, the companies have it so that now they've taken a ton of fiber and sugar alcohols in them, so they have you subtract them, so you think you're healthy for you. So again, if you're stalled and you're thinking about doing something different, you may want to try the total carb, 36 total carbs for a while. Try it for 2 or 3 weeks and see if it makes a difference. All right, so that's kind of one of those things that you can try. So I also wanted to talk about some other reasons that you may have a stall, or you may have some other issues or problems, right? I'm going to go through a few of them. Hey, if you watch until the end of the video, I do have a free gift for you, so watch until the end and I'll tell you what it is, all right? But you got to watch until the end. Hey, have you hit that thumbs up button yet? So what I wanted to talk about was some of the things that you may have done, or you're thinking of, or may have caused you to plateau, right? So some people, so everybody loses weight differently. Everybody is kind of different when they're losing weight. And sometimes you don't lose weight like on a scale. Sometimes you lose inches. So sometimes you're distributing it differently. Some of it is turning different ways. So I want you to think about that. So the best thing in the world you can do is when you're starting out on this especially, or you're thinking on a plateau and you're still eating the good clean way, or a good way that you should be losing weight, start measuring yourself to see whether you're starting to lose inches. So measure your waist, measure your thighs, measure your arms, and then kind of do that, track that once a week as well. So and then you might find out that you're losing inches and you're not necessarily losing weight, which is not a bad thing, right? Because your body is transforming and shifting around, and it may be changing some of your bad fat into some good fats, so that white fat into that brown fat that's on your body, that your body is not necessarily bad for you. So take that out and take an opportunity to measure yourself, and then when you check yourself on a weekly basis, measure yourself and see whether you've actually lost any inches or not, right? Again, setting your goals not correctly, right? Again, net carbs, total carbs, I don't care what you're doing, but trying to set your goals right. And I've seen a number of people online and they set their goals way too high, and then they wonder why they're not losing weight. They set their, they're doing net carbs and they're doing 30 net carbs, and so they're eating all kinds of food, but they're probably eating way too much food if you want to do weight loss. And then some people will eat way too little. So there's a delicate balance in there, right? So for me, a kind of a rule of thumb when I'm talking to people is try to hit that. If you're doing net carbs, try to stay under that 20 net carbs. And if you're doing total carbs, 36 total carbs. Those are kind of the guidelines I kind of follow, right? So try to make sure you look at that and try to set your goals. Also make sure you're trying to hit those macros too, right? So because if you're eating under 20 net carbs and you're eating really, really high protein generally, and you're not hitting your fat protein, generally it can cause you, because meats and stuff can be pretty high in proteins and they're very low on carbs, it means that you can be eating very, very a lot of calories. If you kind of distribute it evenly so that you're getting the right protein and the right fats in there, then you'll find out that you're keeping your calories down as well. Now the fats kind of naturally just keep you sustained and satisfied when you're eating, and they keep you from having hunger pains and feeling hunger later. So that's why you want to eat those good fats, right? So again, stress is another big one, right? So when you get really stressed, and in this time and with all the stuff that's going on today, there's tons and tons of stress, right? So when you have all that stress, right, it releases that cortisol, and your cortisol's level go way up, and which causes you to trigger to have hunger pains and to get hungry, as well as it tells your body to not communicate with each other because it's kind of shutting down a little bit, and it causes you to lose weight. You can't sleep at night. You can't, you're not thinking right. You're not exercising correctly. All those things add up. So stress is a big issue. And today, with all the stuff that's going on, stress is a major factor in weight loss. So I would strongly look at it and say, hey, if I think I have a lot of stress in my life, from either from work or from just generally what's happening in the world today, try to find some time to do some meditation, go for a walk, think by yourself, get away on your own, just kind of let it go and kind of clear your mind and not think of anything else, just kind of relax. And whether it be through exercise, like I said, or walking, whatever it is that you enjoy that really gets you to relieve the stress, try to continue to do it or do more of it, or find something else, whether it's in a quiet spot reading a book or some yoga or something else. Just try to find something to release that stress, so that the cortisol levels will go down in your blood, so that in your body, so that therefore it won't affect your weight loss, right? So then again, talk about not eating healthy foods. Again, with net carbs being the way they are, there's so much that they have put out there as keto snacks that are just because they fill them with fiber and they fill them with sugar alcohols, because they're selling you're going to subtract them. So there's tons and tons of keto snacks out there. Every time I go into the store, there's new ones, and some of them are pretty clean and some of them are pretty good, and they're a great treat to have every once in a while. But when you're constantly eating them every day, it can cause you to stall, right? So again, calorically dense foods like that as well. So even though they're high in fiber and higher in the sugar alcohols, you got to be really careful on what you're eating and how you're eating them. So really look at those whole foods. Try to eat like the chickens and the fish and the meat. Also the good oils. Make sure they got coconut oil or avocado oil or olive oil or things like that. So just the good fats, right? You look at the omega-3s that are in the food as well, and just try to make sure you're eating good, healthy, wholesome foods. So it really will help you a lot. It will help you keeping you full and keeping you satisfied longer when you do eat, right? Again, keto sweets, really watch it, be careful. I know, hold on a second, I'll show you a little. Sorry about that. But just to kind of show you, so something like this, that when you look at it, it's only 5 net carbs. If you're measuring net carbs, that's not too bad. I can eat a bunch of it, but it's 110 calories. So if I eat a lot of it, it's still going to add up. So you got to be really careful when you're eating stuff, especially when it has when it's very high in fiber and also has sugar alcohols in it that you're subtracting. So really be careful, because those things can really add up for you. I could have probably grabbed something else that was even worse, but I actually like the Catalina Crunch, and I do eat them for breakfast occasionally. So they're good cereal. And the other thing I want to talk a little bit about eating is something I do a lot, and I've been trying to cut down a lot on them, is I eat nuts. I eat nuts a lot. So I actually have a jar, it's on the counter all the time, that's pecan nuts that I grab a handful when I'm hungry and I eat them. And then I would go out later and I would grab another handful and I have no idea how many I would be eating. Right, I'm supposed to be eating a quarter cup a day maximum. That's what I try to stay at. So that's about 3-4 carbs for a quarter cup, which is okay. And again, if I just eat them and just grab them and eat them randomly, I have no idea how many I've eaten, and they're very calorically dense, right? The nuts are. So you got to be really careful. So I can sit down and I can eat a whole jar of them, whether they're walnuts or pecans or macadamia nuts or I'm trying to think of other nuts that I eat on a regular basis. Pistachios, walnuts, almonds, I think I said walnuts twice, but so just think about what you're eating. Try to measure them out, put them in little bags and separate them a little bit, and then you can only eat one bag a day or something like that. So look at how many nuts you're eating. Peanuts, right? So now you're sitting down eating a whole bag of peanuts at one sitting. So try to focus on that, and try not to think about all the nuts. Just try to separate them so that you have one serving and you can control what you're eating, and then put the rest of it away so they're not tempting you. So and then just one of the ones that probably affects me as well too, besides the nuts, is sleep or lack of sleep, right? So if you don't get enough sleep, it makes you tired the next day. It's hard to exercise. It's hard to eat healthy. It's hard to eat right. It's hard to think right. So I probably average around 6 hours sleep a night. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to get 7 hours of sleep a night. Most nights it works pretty good. Not every night. I will tell you, some nights with YouTube and everything else, between the full-time job and other stuff, and then plus trying to shoot videos and stuff, it gets very time consuming, trying to write content and things of that nature. You don't know a lot of the stuff that goes into it. You gotta think of the ideas, and you gotta write content, then you gotta then you gotta try to kind of lay it out, start scripting it, shoot the video. I will tell you that I can't tell you how many times I've shot the video and I've had to reshoot it because of some other issue. You saw in a video recently where my battery died while we were almost at the end of the recipe. Luckily I could grab the charger and plug it into it where it is. So it's just kind of those kind of things that kind of happen, and you're trying to do that, and it takes a lot of time to do that, plus working 40-50 hours a week, a regular job. It takes a lot, so you tend to bite into your sleeping time. So I'm trying to change that a little bit, trying to get more relaxed in the evening, not watch so much TV and play on my phone so much, trying to go to bed a little bit earlier than I normally have been, and trying to get to sleep a little bit earlier. So it really does help, right? It helps make you so you're thinking clearer, you're eating healthier, you're not as hungry, because you tend, if you're tired, you'll tend to try to eat just to try to keep you awake and keep you moving and stuff of that nature. So those are just a couple of things that I wanted to mention to you and kind of look at when you're going through your weight loss journey, and some of the things that bother me and I have trouble with. Just trying to kind of help a little bit. Hopefully you get some good knowledge out of it. I enjoy doing it. I like doing the research on it and kind of putting stuff together. I'm not the most scientific guy, I know, but I'm trying to get some of that general information out to folks, and hopefully you like the content. You like what I'm getting at. So just kind of kind of watch what you're eating, get enough sleep at night. Again, cutting out some of those keto sweets. Really watch all of those, and I know that they could fit into your macros. The keto pops from Costco. They're only 1 net carb, but man, they're good. But they're 10 carbs, I believe 9 or 10 carbs for total carbs. Man, so I can only eat 3 of those and I'm at my max carbs, whereas if you're down net carbs, you can eat 20 of them, right? So kind of think about it, just kind of making sure that you're eating the right foods as you're going through the day, and making sure you're hitting the right macros. So make sure you're looking at that stuff. Again, keto has changed a lot over the last, I'm going to say the last 5 years. I know I've been doing it for a little over 3 years now, and it's really changed a lot since I started doing it. So with that is coming a lot of temptations and a lot of things that are still unknown how they're affecting us as well. Again, I would say probably one of the biggest things that, and I don't think any keto coach or any weight loss coach or anything else can help you if you're not tracking. So please, probably the single most important thing you can do is track your food, right? So if you track your food and you're having issues, somebody can take a look at the macros and kind of tell you and give you some suggestions on what you may be doing wrong, or what's causing the stall, or why you've plateaued, or what you need to change in your diet. But if you're not tracking your food, nobody knows anything can help you. They're just guessing at it because they really have no clue what you're eating, how much you're eating, and what the little things are that really bother you, right? So, hey, tell me what you'd like to see. Thought about doing maybe a segment on all the sugars that are out there, all the sugar substitutes, whether they're good or bad, difference. Let me know down below what you think. Bunch of cooking videos coming up as well. I got one suggestion the other day for something, so I have a menu. I actually have a recipe for the item that the person asked for, so we're going to try to make that for her. I have another one somebody had asked, so we're planning on trying to make that. Let me know what you'd like to see. We have some product reviews coming up as well. I do have at the end here, like I said, I have an e-cookbook that I'm going to put a link for down in the description down below. So that this is the free gift, is that free cookbook. So take a look at it, download it, save it. A lot of great recipes in it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Try some of them. Let me know what you think of the recipes in the book. Working on a fitness program as well, doing a 14 to a 30-day weight loss plan. So hopefully we'll have that out sometime. Hopefully it'll probably take me a while just because of the time restrictions that I have. But hey, if you like the videos, thumbs up please. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm hoping that you're enjoying it. Hopefully you're getting something out of it. You're understanding it. I know I'm long-winded. I'm sorry about that. So just bear with me, and hopefully, like I say, you're getting some good stuff out of it. So hey, I know you guys are awesome. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Remember, total May, maybe total June. Think about jumping on board. If you're in a stall, maybe that's the thing you need to do to jumpstart your weight and get it back going again. All right, let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll talk to you later.